Today I'm going to show you an original technique I came up with a few years ago. This was the brushstroke with the abstract scribbles on top. This is such a fun and gorgeous technique. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you do, make sure you give Diamonds and Dust a tag, or on Facebook you can tag Trina Jacobson. You're going to grab your sanded tumbler and a few colors of your choice. I like to use one brush for each color. If you don't, then you kind of end up with a muddy mess and it's just not pretty at all. So one brush for each color, and we're just going to start by laying down the first color. Don't worry about blending or anything at this point. We just want to decide which color goes where. I like to use chalk paint and these chip brushes. They're just super cheap from Lowe's or Home Depot. And the brush texture, since it's such a cheap brush, kind of gives you that rusticy brush look. And it also helps blend your colors on the next step. If you like my YouTube channel, I think you will absolutely love my mentorship option. There will be a link for you down in the description if you would like to join us and check it out. Not only do I offer all of my YouTube content commercial free, but I also go into a little bit more detail in those tutorials over there. I offer way more of my tips and tricks. And I also offer exclusive tutorials every single month. You get at least one. I'm actually working on trying to do 2 per month. They are pre-recorded, so you can go back and watch them at your earliest convenience. And those tutorials stay exclusive to the group. You will get a discount to all of my products in my shop and have access to all of my hand-lettered SVGs. You're going to let your first layer dry, and then you're going to go back in with those same colors, making sure they are super concentrated with 2 coats. And at this point, you can choose to blend them a little bit into each color. Once that paint is dry, you are going to grab your favorite glitter glue and a needle nose tip bottle. I get my bottles off of Amazon, and I am using tumblerpoxy's Poxy seal. It is a little bit on the thick side, and some needle nose tips will squeeze it out just fine, and sometimes they need just a splash of water to get them to go a little bit thinner. Then you are going to grab a few coordinating glitter colors to your paint colors you applied on your tumbler. Now you are just going to add these abstract kind of scribbles, and you are going to just start with one color and place it sporadically, and then go back in with the other colors and fill those spots in. You can make these long and skinny, you can make these short and fat. This is all up to your artistic opinion. If you would like to see the original tutorial I created back in 2021, I finally got around to making a YouTube tutorial on it in September. It is super cute. It's a coffee mug with gnomes on it. I believe the tutorial is called Woodland Gnome Brushstroke Tutorial. If you guys watch any of mine or any other YouTube creators' content, make sure you are giving them a tag so they can see your beautiful work, and also giving credit where credit is due. I know that sounds a little silly that we want to tag, but that's how we grow our YouTube content, and these videos take hours and hours away from our businesses and our families, and we do it for you guys. We do it so you guys can grow your businesses with new and original designs, and an easy tag goes a long way, and we really appreciate it. The glitter colors I am using today are Pucker Up, Lavender Lust, and Glowworm. Glowworm is just a really beautiful fine cut opal, so it will look white when I put it on with this glue, but as it dries, it will dry with just that opal shift. You can get all of my supplies in my shop, which was linked down below. If you haven't tried my glitter before, you are totally missing out. I sell that premium, high quality, super soft, super sparkly glitter that we all love, but I sell it for a fraction of the cost to put the money of your profits back into your pocket. Give it a try. I promise you won't be disappointed. You're going to let those glitter and glue sections dry completely. I usually like to let mine sit overnight, because if you don't and you're using any sort of Mod Podge or glitter glue, once you apply your epoxy coat, if those aren't all the way cured, they will leave your epoxy looking kind of hazy. We don't want that. After that is all dry, you are going to spray seal this really well with some spray sealer. I prefer Krylon or Rust-Oleum's Triple Thick, and I do 2 pretty heavy coats. I let that dry completely, and then I add my layers of epoxy until my tumbler is smooth. And here is our tumbler all finished. Isn't this just an absolutely jaw-dropping, gorgeous technique? I hope you guys give it a try, and if you do, don't forget to tag me. Thanks so much for watching.